Hello again, everyone. This is my second video that I'm creating. The topic for this video, I guess, I've been telling everybody, is my story of coming out and doing all of that good crap that happens when you are gay. Anyway. So a little background. I grew up LDS. I was born and raised in the church. My parents are amazing people, still are. Wait, yeah, no, that made sense. I did the whole Utah thing all the time. Went to Utah once or twice a year. We have family down there. Anyway, rambling. Let's see. Went on my mission. I went to Las Vegas, Nevada. Did all of that. If you want to know more about that, you can leave a comment and I can talk about that. Went on my mission, came home, went to school, came back, and it kind of started to spiral from there. I won't necessarily call it a downward spiral, it just was a spiral. This whole thing has never been a downward kind of a thing. It's always been just my life. So I came home one night, and I got really sick. I was starting to get sick at work, and I was getting really sick. And I didn't really think anything of it because it was like April, May, and I was just getting sick. I don't sleep a lot, so who knows. Came home. My sister took me to the emergency room because I was starting to get really, really sick. But I was afraid to have them do all of the tests that they normally run. So they only did a few of them. They gave me some antibiotics, and I just went home and thought that I would get better. So it was like a week, I was sick for like a week, and then I got better, and then I got sick immediately after that. Went to the doctor. I actually found out that I had mono, which was kind of funny. And then I took, you can't take any medication for mono, by the way. I don't know if anybody, just FYI. It's just kind of one of those things that has to run its course. So I got sick with mono, went to the emergency room again, and I went with my sister, and I didn't want them to do all the tests again because my sister was there. So I didn't ask them to do any of the tests at all, and I just scheduled an appointment with my regular primary care doctor. So I went to the primary care doctor. He ran all the tests that I wanted him to run, and then I think it was the next day he called me, and he told me I was in the Dairy Queen parking lot up in Bridle Trails, and he called me, and just before I was about to pull out of the parking lot, he told me that my test results came back. He didn't want me to come back in because he didn't want to waste time. He told me that I was HIV positive. I think I told him to shut up like 8 or 9 times, somewhere in there. And it just kind of shocked me for a little bit. I didn't really start breaking down. I didn't do anything like that. It just was like a shock to the system. So I just sat in the parking lot for a little bit, and then I went home and didn't really think anything of it. He told me he wanted me to go see an infectious disease specialist, and I didn't want to make an appointment because I didn't want to believe that I was positive. He told me there was a 49% chance I wasn't, a 51% chance I was, so it could be a false positive, but he wanted me to go to an infectious disease specialist so that he could run extensive tests and actually find out if I was positive. So I went home that night, and I went to the doctor, my infectious disease specialist. I think it was either the next day or the day after. I had been chatting with one of my really close friends, and he met me actually at my appointment for my infectious disease specialist's office, and that was fun. So I went in there. He took the tests, whatever, and then I went back a week later to hear the results. My friend went with me. Actually met me there, and we went in, and my doctor sat us down and we talked about it, and he told me that I was HIV positive, and he was sure. And after that, it was just kind of a blank, like, I don't even remember what happened after that. The next thing I remember was getting in the car, and calling my mom and telling her. Well, not really telling her that I was positive, and then, like, hanging up, kind of, because I didn't want to talk about it. But I drew a blank, and my friend asked all the questions I needed him to ask, kind of took everything in like I should have been doing, but I was just kind of shocked. We got out to the car, and I broke down completely. I was crying for what felt like forever, actually. Couldn't believe this happened to me. It was just this big, like, no way did this happen. No way could this have even possibly happened to me. Like, me, who I am, no way. So we went to his sister's tap dance recital after that. And then, like, from then on out, I had to like calm my family down. I had to tell my family. That's when I came out. It kind of forced me to come out, but it was kind of a good way. I don't know if I'd call it a good way. It was a different way, but I had to definitely grow up really fast. I had to take everything, internalize it, and realize that this is now going to be a part of my life. It's going to have its effects on me, and I'm gonna live. So, blah 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 blah. I'm leaving a lot out. So, let's see. I don't know. I started going through all of this and trying to process it, and at the same time help my family through it, which was really hard on me, but it was really hard on my family as well. They didn't really know what to expect. They didn't know how to deal with it, which, duh, I mean, it's kind of understandable. So I took a little trip. I went away by myself for a weekend, and I just kind of thought about it. I just kind of got everything out, cried what I needed to, which isn't over, I guess. I don't know. I cried a lot. I didn't really talk to anybody. I didn't text anybody. I didn't call anybody. I didn't talk to anybody where I was at. I just was there. It was just this numb kind of a thing. Anyway, I'm making this video really long. But I came home, and that was kind of like, okay, here we go. I gotta buckle down. Now I gotta do it. Have to meet with my doctor. I had to meet with my doctor every month. And that was kind of hard. Every time I went to the doctor, it was kind of like a reminder, you have this disease, it's never going away. They have been talking about cures and things like that, which has given me some hope, but I mean, I'm fine. Like, I'm taking medication. I have to take it every day, but it's keeping me alive. It's keeping me healthy. I sound sick right now because I am getting over a cold, but that being said, I'm very healthy. I'm just like I was. So I went through a lot recently, and then I had to start going to counseling, not just for this whole situation here, but for a lot of different things. And when I was going to counseling, I was trying to figure out what I needed to do, the steps I needed to take. And I actually started, I was living in Bothell at the time. I started on the way there to my appointments in Bellevue. I would start thinking about, okay, what do I want to talk to my counselor about? I want to talk to her about this or that or whatever. And then afterward, I would have that half an hour drive home to think about what we talked about. And I started with my steps. I made, my counselor didn't make steps for me, I made steps for myself. And it's one sentence, but it has 3 different meanings. Okay, so the first sentence, well no, I guess the sentence is, I'm living with it. Okay? Yikes, here we go. So the first emphasis is it. So I'm living with it. Yikes. It is the disease, HIV. It is incurable. It is just all of this stuff. So I'm living with it. The next emphasis is I'm living with it. So I'm still alive. I'm living with it. It's a part of me, and I'm fine. I had to go through these different steps every single time I went to see my doctor. Every time I start thinking about it, every time I get down. And the last emphasis is I'm living. With it. Okay. So, I have family. That loves me very much. They would do anything for me. Yikes. My friends take care of me. I have a good job. My doctor is amazing. And I'm living. Like I said, take pills every day. A very small price to pay for living with such not a big disease or I don't know. It's a incurable disease, and it doesn't affect people the way that it used to. A lot of people need to educate themselves on what the disease is, what it does to your body, the effects that it has not only on who has it, but others. It doesn't change a lot of things. But having gone through those steps as many times as I have, still go through them. I know a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. I know a few people that have HIV as well, and they should probably think about it a little bit more. I actually know a few people that have a hard time with it, and they can get through it. It's hard to not fall down. Hard not to be low, hard not to be down on the carousel. But you just have to remember that it's life. It has given me a new outlook on life. I love people more. I cherish my life more. Not like I'm dying or anything. It's just it gives you a new outlook on life. I'm so much more grateful for the science. I'm so much more grateful for the blessings that I have. I'm so much more grateful for my family. I'm so much more grateful for the church that I go to, the friends that I have there. I still do attend church, down in Kirkland or Seattle or Bellevue or wherever I feel like going that Sunday. I still go to church. Everybody still is welcoming, which is great. They all love me for me, not for what I have. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up because it is definitely 18 minutes long almost. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave me a comment or, I don't know, message me or whatever, however you do that thing on YouTube. But yeah, so that's part of my life so far. And yeah, stay posted, and I hope y'all have a good night. It's nighttime right now. It's like, yeah, nighttime. Time to go to bed. And hang in there. Talk to you guys later. Bye.